Yeah, it's easier for us. We're in population decline. You guys,
Let me
your
spoon feed
hatred
my
is
little
just
baby.
completely gotten in the way of logic in general. Your all's hatred is just, it makes no sense when you just sit and think about this for 30 seconds. We're in population decline. They come here, they pay taxes. They're a workforce. Trump has already rolled back, like scooping people up off of farms and hospitality. Why do you think that is? Because removing them would put people out of business. His tariffs are already fucking up the economy as it is. We don't need any help. We don't need any help from Republicans with the
How
economy.
many have you housed? How many have you housed?
They house themselves.
How many are living there with you?
What makes you think we have to house them? They house
Oh
themselves.
no! How are they housing themselves if we're having to use FEMA money to house them?
Because in 6
you
months,
just said that.
in 6 months, they
So
get work permits,
how
and
many?
then
No.
and then they pay their own bills.
Are you? How many are you housing?
I don't have
how many
to.
are there? Pan the
Do you
camera
know
around. How many
anybody
are
that has
around
to house any of them? Nobody has to house them.
No, I mean you. Oh, but you want all these rights for them, but you don't want to do anything yourself. You're like, let everybody else take care of it.
No, they're 80% more likely to become like entrepreneurs. They come here, they mow our lawns, they pick our fruit, they fucking build our roofs and our houses.
Exactly. So Christian of you.
It's mutually beneficial.
Give
So
these
Christian
people
of
a better
you.
right, but just
So Christian of you to say, hey,
come to
we
my
don't want
house.
you coming here working. Go get fucked and go end up in a third world country. Go back. That's what you need. Stop. I hate that they're exploiting you for labor. You need to go die in Uganda.
yeah, hey, go make Uganda's economy so much better.
You're not acknowledging. You're not
It's
acknowledging. You're trying to make them suffer, and you're gonna sit here and cry that they're being exploited, and then you're like, let's make them suffer.
Hey, that's their life. That's their life, their choice. They bring that suffering upon themselves.
They chose to come
without
across the border
hardships.
because they escaped a poor life somewhere else. Yeah, I would have done the same thing if I was sitting in a
That's
fucking
not
country.
asylum.
If I was sitting in a country, and again,
Once
I'm not
again,
saying that's not.
asylum.
I'm not
Oh, I
saying
can
that's
go-
asylum.
I
I'm
can
not
go
saying,
make more money.
I'm not
I
saying
can go
that's
make
asylum.
money somewhere else.
If we're just talking about
Exactly.
undocumented migrants, you can literally just say, yes, I get it. I can say,
But just
I
as you
get it.
said, hey, you can make more money. So that's
Yeah.
okay. That's
And
asylum.
so they come
now
here to work. You're talking about
That's-
undocumented
and
migrants. If you want to start talking about
And that's
asylum
what-
again, we
that's what
can.
a lot of them did. That's what a lot of them did.
Dog,
And they can't claim asylum
and
with that.
and where does it hurt? Where does it hurt your feelings again? How does this hurt you?
Once again, the premise of it, it's not asylum.
So your feelings are hurt.
No, it's law. It's rule and law. If you
Yeah,
don't
we let
stick to
judges
it-
determine whether they have an asylum case. That's what we do. We don't just let you determine nobody gets asylum because your tummy hurts.
We don't let anybody in just because your tummy hurts either.
Well, we do let people in because we have a law that was written in 1952 that all of a sudden you guys have no understanding of the immigration system, so you want to get rid of it.
Oh no. No, I have a very good understanding of the immigration system. You have a time to wait. You have sponsors. You have a certain period of time where you can't screw up. Where you're just, kind of
So-
like a green card.
So it's
holder.
almost as if like there's
Complete
no
all
bad
those terms,
outcomes.
then you can
There's
have
no bad
citizenship.
outcomes.
Kinda
You're
like,
only
hey, kind of like
your only
so kind of
grievance.
like every other country in pretty much the world.
Yeah, every other country has
You
immigration
don't just get to
problems.
walk in the door and go, "Hey, I'm part of this."
Yeah, every other country
know?
has asylum laws similar to ours.
Mm-hmm.
Every developed nation. In fact, we are signatories of one
They
that
also
was.
have citizenship laws.
They all have similar asylum laws that we do. You're the only one who was taught to not like it. They all have the
Nobody
same
said
thing.
I didn't like it. I agree with our citizenship.
Said
I agree
asylum.
that. Okay. In this. Okay.
You've got
I've
really
spent the
bad
time of
connection.
taking the 2 to 3 years that it takes.
Nobody's going to patiently wait
Okay.
2 and 3 years while their
I'll ask
children
you.
are starving or being attacked by gangs and stuff. Well, again, that's not asylum. That's why you have undocumented migrants because
our
it's very
laws.
hard.
That's our
I understand it. And the
that's
laws,
our citizenship law.
I know, and we could change it, make it easier, or we can just continue having this problem.
Okay. Well, laws are laws.
Yeah, I know, and you elected
It
a
would be
felon.
easier for you. Okay, it'd be easier for you to speed around everywhere, but you have speed limits and laws.
I love that you brought that up. I love that you brought that up. We still have people speeding, and we didn't have a president elected for saving lives because people speed, even though 48,000 people died from car accidents last year. 29 people died from undocumented migrants, but this is what y'all chose to go after. It's literally the smallest demographic of people that have been killed by anything. Bees killed twice as many people as migrants, and this is what y'all chose to do and go after.
Really? Bees kill more people than migrants? Okay.
Yeah, 75 people died from bees last year, 29 from migrants.
I call bullshit on that.
What part?
The only 29.
All right. I will show you the statistics from Trump's own website. Oops. This used to be called undocumented migrant criminal statistics. Now it's called alien. So Trump has changed this. 29 fiscal year 2024, 29 homicide, manslaughter, 29, bro. Literally nothing. Out of 13 million people, you guys focused on, just like you said, oh, I saw in the news, Laken Riley was one of those 29 people, and they played it on the news on repeat for a year and a half. And you guys bought into it. Meanwhile, there's probably, we just had like a homegrown killed a lot of people today at a school, a church. I don't know. You guys focus on this stuff though.
It's funny. Okay. Now that you bring up that, okay, you talk about a homegrown, okay, talking about in one of the states with one of the harshest gun laws besides California, one of the biggest red flag laws, that if anybody speaks on it, okay, this person was also what? Go ahead.
I actually haven't read the
was
article.
Also what?
What were they?
Transgender.
Nice. So that's two. That's two now, historically.
No. Try out of the last 6, man.
What? 6?
Yeah.
No,
Go
there's
on
only
your
2.
statistics. Look that one up.
That makes 2. Someone says they're not trans. That info has not been confirmed. He's lying.
Their actual manifesto was actually published on YouTube and was up for 2 hours prior to YouTube removing it.
Okay.
Right, so
again, you're not going to be able to establish that there's a pattern, right? If there's only 2, we have far more white men, straight white men doing this.
if I could just engage here right now, there have been a documented 3. Are you going to now say that all cishet white men are the problem because statistically they are more likely to pew a school?
No, okay, but here's what I am saying.
Why did you bring it up? Why did you bring it up?
Okay, because why did I bring it up? Because like I said, what I'm trying to say is maybe we should look at the concoction of drugs that we're giving or allowing these people to have.
You don't even know what these individuals are on. So before you even start citing medical documentation, you don't even know what they are on.
Hang on, before you even know where I'm going, why don't you be quiet and listen to the whole
I don't need
thought?
to be quiet when I'm speaking to someone who's clearly uneducated on many different things. You do not know what you're talking about. Being trans does not mean you're on medications.
Oh, okay. You're not given any kind of hormone blockers or anything else either.
It is up to the individual.